Zitans.
Bring us in! The mirror is working my magic! I can't stop it! I can blunt the effect, but...
Cool! Quaggan is pleased to see you. Quaggans are still not used to fighting, but want to help anyway. What brings you here?
Do you know these people, Commander? I didn't know Quaggans could fight, or even join the Pact.
The commander saved Quaggan's people, and showed the Quaggans must fight against dragons. Quaggans want to help.
Thank you, Shashu. We're glad to have you. There's an Eye of Zaitan hunting us, and we'll need your support.
Foo on Big Eye. Boo on Big Eye. You show Quaggans where to go and who to fight. Quaggans will do it.
You don't scare me, Blinky. I've already seen the horrors of war firsthand. Ouch! Looks like you saved me this time, Tegwin. I'm done with that mirror, by the way. Forever.
That makes two of us. If we hadn't run into the Commander's friends, we would have been in trouble.
This effort was difficult, but it proved fruitful. Thanks to you, my friends, we now have an eye to study.
Is that wise? The eye may still be connected to Zaitan. Even dead, it could still be dangerous.
This encounter proved that we don't know enough about our enemies. Studying this eye will address that.
My point exactly. I'm going to hand this monster over to my best researchers. Meet me at Fort Trinity and we'll get started. A moment, please, Commander. I'd like to speak with you. The pale tree guides you. These airships are the Pact's crowning achievement, a combination of Asura, Char, and human technology. The Pact developed these airships so that we might fight Zaitan from every possible angle: land, sea, and now air. Commander, may I present Professor Gore, who pioneered the theory of elder dragons consuming magic, and Scholar Vivian, a top expert on the Risen. We're going to send a small etheric charge through the eye of Zaitan's corpse to try and project what it's seen. The goal is to witness what it saw right before we killed it. And since Orion magic is so unpredictable, you're here to keep things under control.
Ah, but unpredictability yields unexpected results. That's not always a bad thing. In fact, that's how most new discoveries are made.
True, but most new discoveries don't bring the wrath of Zaitan down on their discoverers. Manipulating the dead eye may do precisely that.
We don't know what manipulating the dead eye will do. That's why we're not in Fort Trinity, and why the Commander's with us. Let's begin.
The subject is nearly ready to receive the etheric infusion, Marshal. Etheric readings normal. Ready to begin testing.
Excellent. Activate the etheric infuser on my mark. 3, 2, 1, activate. All readings are within acceptable parameters. Subject is stable, it's working.
Confirmed. The projector beam is now ready for firing. Commander, if you'll do the honors.
The apparatus is functioning. How will we know when we have usable results?
We should see something any moment now. Look! There! There's our result!
It's working. We're seeing the last sights the eye saw before it died. Soldiers! Where are they marching to, and why?
Is that some kind of undead servant? What's it carrying? Looks like a scout of some kind. Filthy looking creature. Did you see that? Zaitan's agent just consumed a powerful magical artifact.
I saw it, Professor. Your theory is now a confirmed fact. But what was that creature?
Let's finish testing before we interpret our results.
Marshal Traherne! Look there, another eye. What does it mean?
I'm not sure. Commander, to the front. Something's not right.
By all 6 gods. What was that?
That roar and that other eye, it looked at us, through us. And Zaitan must see what it sees.
We're not done yet, nor are we out of danger. Commander, to me. Now to strip away the veil that hides Zaitan's minions. Stand ready. There's no way to know how many we'll face, but we cannot risk taking any along with us. I sense no more of the Risen. I think we're clear. Our findings deserve serious scrutiny, but I'd like to hear your initial reactions.
I think we now have conclusive proof that the dragon sees through these eyes. The readings, the ebb and flow of magical energy, it all fits.
If these eyes are how Zaitan sees, maybe that all-mouth creature is how Zaitan eats.
I concur. Zaitan's agents serve as extensions of its body, acting on its will. The eyes survey, the mouth consumes.
That answers many questions raised by my theory, actually. Now we know how the dragon hunts and eats. That's progress.
We can't let up. If killing the eye partially blinded Zaitan, then killing the mouth should deprive it of sustenance. Pack scouts have traced one of the mouths to its lair. I want you to head out there and ensure that Zaitan starts going hungry.
Just storm the place, kill everyone we find, and raze it to the ground.
Nice plan, Bloody. But the pack conducts himself with more style than your frothy brain can handle.
Keep it down, you louds. Keep your interlegion bickering to a minimum.
Whoa! Now that's sneaky. After we beat Saitan, how about you come train with the Ash Legion?
Jealous, Snarl? That's what comes from being second rate.
Pipe down. We've got rough work ahead of us. Scout detail, form up. Knowledge is the greatest. Ready to move on your orders, Commander. We've confirmed large numbers of artifacts in transit to this location. The Priory's readings for the Manse are off the scale. If the mouth eats powerful magic, this place is a Winter's Day feast.
All right. I want you to lead a scouting party into the Manse. Reconnaissance only. We need more information before we move in.
Understood. We'll be in and out before they even know we're there.
You bored yet, Snarl? I'm bored. We sit here while that bossy Norn has all the fun. 10 gold says I can take down that ugly chicken with one shot.
You just don't get patience, do you? But since you asked, 10 gold says you can't.
That's the most resilient chicken ever. Whoa! It's coming right at us!
There's the power.
Slaughter, mayhem, and a mountain of corpses. That's how we do it.
For once we agree. Keep them coming, Saitan. We got plenty of blades left.
I can't decide if you two are inspiring or terrifying.
Well, that was fun. For you. Now it's official. That Norn's been gone for too long.
Right. Listen up, everyone. Our scouting expert here says we've waited long enough. Operation Sit on Our Furry Behinds is over. We're going in. Form up on the commander.
Oh, good. I love this part. Stealth is fun, but stealth kills are sublime.
Welcome, one and all, to my humble manor. Come in. Please forgive my meager accommodations.
What is this?
But fear not.
What's it?
My servants will attend to your every need. A toast to you, honored guests. Eat, drink, and join me in my salon for lively conversation.
I don't like this. Find a way out of here before things get any weirder. Forward! Smash that door down if you have to.
So I say, a light meal, some light conversation? Why do you need such heavy armor, my dear? Look, it's your friends. Lady Hector, you simply must introduce us to your companions. I do hope my servants were accommodating. Sometimes it's difficult to keep the lower orders in mind. Hector, my dear, entertain our guests while I attend to the kitchen staff.
He's holding Hector prisoner. He can't hold anything with no arms. Let's get him!
Pray for the trial. Surrender. Accept.
We're on your side.
Where'd she go? Never mind. Kill these fancy cats on the head. Find her later.
Splendid! You have all proven to be quite the entertaining diversion. Now, let us entertain you. Jack!
Rage at max. Accelerate!
She deserved better than this. Hector was a pill, but she was our pill. Let's tear this place down!
I am waiting below. Face me, if you dare. I sustain Zaitan, and Zaitan makes me strong.
What a day. I've always wanted to punch a dragon in the mouth.
Now your dream has come.
I felt that. This whole place is coming down. Run, or we'll be celebrating in the mists.
Door's still shut tight. Come on, Sri. It's demolition time.
Why didn't you ask me sooner? By the time I set the charges, it'll be too late.
Move aside then. All that door needs is a dose in my shoulder. Oh, that was no earthquake. That was Zaitan's roar. Ha! We made a dragon mad enough to throw a tantrum. Must be hungry, the poor little lizard.
Good. Now he knows we mean business. Nice work on that door, by the way. Who knew your hard head doubled as a battering ram?
Careful, Snarl. You keep up with the compliments and our commanding officers will assign us to permanent duty together.
Enough chatter. We suffered too many losses today. I should have sent a larger scouting party.
I disagree, Commander. You made the right call. You could have sent in all your scouts, and that Mesmer dandy would have taken them all. Come on, Marshal Traherne's waiting back at Fort Trinity. The mission was a success. Let's go tell him so.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're safe. Let's begin the briefing. The Pale Tree guides you. Welcome, friends and allies. We've just defeated a powerful mouth of Zaitan, effectively cutting off one of the dragon's major supply lines. Now, we have to press our advantage. Reducing Zaitan's food supply was a good start. It's time to stem the flow of reinforcements.
Reinforcements? You mean...
He means dead bodies. Zaitan's minions on the mainland are gathering and shipping corpses to Ore in massive numbers.
Precisely. Our next move is to confront Zaitan in Ore. Before we strike, we need to weaken its position as much as possible.
A sound strategy. Starve the enemy and cripple its army before we invade. You learn fast, Marshal.
I have to, General. Now, the Commander and I need to confer and choose the best course of action. The goal is to stop Zaitan's reinforcements. Our target is a Cathedral of Eternal Radiance on Or's north coast. It's essentially a factory that manufactures Zaitan's horde. I intend to shut it down, and I'm sending in a strike team to do just that. We don't know exactly how it functions, so I'm joining the team to make sure we have whatever rituals are required to get the job done. We'll pick up reinforcements on the way. Commander, you'll lead the strike team and protect me while I perform the rituals. Any questions?
None, Marshal. It's long past time we forced Zaitan to fight its own battles instead of hiding behind minions. Ready when you are.
Once, the Orions interred their dead here. Now Zaitan uses this place to craft abominations. Stand by. My ritual will show us how the ancient priests went about their grim tasks. Before Or sank, this was the final resting place of Lissa's most loyal followers. The deceased were brought here so the officiants could perform the appropriate funeral rites. We have to follow this ancient path to see where the bodies of Lissa's faithful ended up. This next step was largely ceremonial, but was observed by rich and poor alike. They offered a valuable gift in an attempt to persuade the priests to resurrect the dead. Naturally, the priests refused, but the act of offering and accepting rejection remained a part of the rite. Almost finished. There should be only one platform remaining. Finally, the family faced the inevitable reality that their loved one was gone. Here they were encouraged to mourn and to beseech Lissa to ease their pain. They prayed to their goddess for relief and to watch over the deceased in the mists. Return to the center platform. That's where their rite will end. With the funeral rites complete, the deceased moved on to the ossuary. Next, they would prepare and inter the body. Ah, see there? They're taking the body down through that hidden door to the crypt below. That must be where Zaitan's minions are creating new risen soldiers. And that's where we need to be. Those urns scattered around the room are steeped in Zaitan's magic. The dragon must have distilled its essence. Pure necrotic power in concentrated form.
Who dared it? This is a sacred place. First to listen, now to Zaitan? God, you'll defile it.
You already defiled it when you betrayed Lissa and desecrated the remains of her followers.
Lissa is gone. We serve the dragon now. Zaitan will consume you all. Rise now, my servants. Rise now and destroy these enemies of our master.
dragon's embrace.
Zaitan's depravity continues to destroy everything it touches. At least now this place is safe. Well done, everyone.
We've crippled the dragon's spies, food, and troop supply. It's more vulnerable than ever. How do we exploit that?
We advance. I have a plan for a large-scale operation to push back enemy forces and establish base camps right here in Or. Now that operation can begin. All I need is time to regroup and organize our forces. You're just in time, Commander. We've established a perimeter, and we're shoring up the cavern's defenses. After your recent victories, Zaitan's forces are weakened. The dragon feels us growing closer, like a thorn digging deeper into flesh.
Now we know Zaitan can feel fear as well as rage. Its time in Tyria is coming to an end.
Brave words. Now let's make them come true. Come with me. The other commanders are inside. Grotto is this way. I'm told star-crossed lovers used to meet here. Be cautious, we're still clearing out the last of the Orions from here. The destruction of the Ori ossuary has severely limited Zaitan's ability to create new monstrosities. This grotto makes a defensible command post. Only 2 ways in, this passage and the seaway. Dorn, Winnet, and Efoot are already here, preparing the next attack. We need a strategy. What are your recommendations for our next move?
Full offensive, sir. We've cut away Zaitan's supports. Now's our chance to attack the main force, while they're still reeling.
I agree, but a land-based offensive would hit where the dragon is strongest. If we attack from the sea, we do more damage.
Marshal, we've lost contact with the squad investigating lost artifacts. I want to send in an extraction team.
I see. Commander, a word. I need your input.
Marshal Traherne, a risen legion is approaching. I saw the sigil of the Orion royal house. I think they're coming from the tomb of Prince Alhazred.
In life, Alhazred was said to be a cruel, vicious man. Death will have not improved him. Prepare to defend the encampment. To arms! I'm pleased you're here.
If you're looking for Tegwin, follow the path along the outside of the wall. She's out on the ledge with the others. Watch your
Why'd
step.
you bring Allie? This is a scary place for a dog.
She wouldn't stay home even if I tied her to the gates of Divinity's Reach, would you, girl?
Officer on site. Stand at attention. Greetings, Commander. Welcome to the Pale Reaver Company.
Pale Reavers is an interesting name. I notice you're all Sylvari.
Because Sylvari are immune to the curse of undeath, we've been given this dangerous mission. If we fail, we won't rise again.
Tegwin and I have been to this part of Or once before, when a cursed mirror sent us here. It's horrible, but recognizable.
The Marshal has ordered us to seize the docks, so packed war machines can be brought in by ship. My soldiers are trained in the art of stealth. If you want us to move invisibly, let me know. The camp to the south is our backup, but they haven't reported in. We need to check in there before we take the docks.
I hope nothing's happened to them, though by now I know better than to hope. Commander, will you lead the way?
That's one creepy-looking giant down there.
2 giants. 2 definitely creepy-looking giants.
Come on, we can take 2 giants. Where's your sense of honor?
I left it back at the Grove. I could go back and find it.
Time to go, soldiers. Commander, if you take the lead. Weapons out, team. We need to be ready for anything. Stealth formation.
Hail, Commander. Gear Warband reporting for duty, with siege engines in tow.
Those tanks are amazing. You sailed with them all the way from Lion's Arch?
Well, that wasn't the hard part. Keeping myself dry the whole trip. Now that was a problem. Cottonmouth. Ugh.
I've always wanted to ride one of these metal thingies into battle. I'm so excited.
Now you're my kind of Solvari. We should grab a whiskey later.
Back to the task at hand. Those tanks give us the tactical advantage we need to position packed troops outside Asura. We'll finish unloading the war machines onto dry land, Commander. Once you're ready, meet us at the Western Colonnade.